What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video I'm actually going to be doing a first wash on my M3, which I just got about a week ago. I took a really long road trip from Arizona to Ohio, so close to 2,000 miles. This is going to be the very first maintenance wash I've done, first walk around, and really what I'm going to actually try to do is not only wash it but sort of give you my thoughts on the trip as well as the car and sort of the upkeep, because this has an Xpel wrap on most of the car, and there's a couple other things that are different than my other car. So I'm going to sort of give you my thoughts, honestly pull sort of like a Matt Mormon style, ramble on a little bit here and there on a couple of things I think of, and just see where the day takes us. So I'm going to get started on this thing. This thing is super filthy. As you guys can see, I mean, I already did like a quick walk around for you guys, but the front is covered in bugs. The roof has all kinds of dirt on it. The rear has all kinds of exhaust on it. I mean, this thing is bad. But today is a weekday and the weekend is supposed to be 30 and it's like roughly 50 right now. So today is my chance to do it, and I have a little bit of daylight left. So if the lights look kind of weird, it's because it's a little later and overcast as usual. So let's get started. All right, first step, just give it a quick rinse. I apologize about the audio because there's cars. My mic just isn't working good. So I'm just gonna have to project a little bit for you guys. So one thing I am noticing is that there's literally puddles of water on this roof. This roof is actually not wrapped, so the carbon roof is exposed normally. I will be probably putting a coating on it, but like the front here, it has a little bit of beading capabilities, but it really doesn't look like there's much going on. The good thing is that it's really not that big of a deal because it's a wrap, so unless you put a coating on top of a wrap, I don't think it's going to be beading. The glass back here looks probably pretty normal, like normal glass. Same with this glass, you know, everywhere around. I mean, it wasn't professionally detailed in the past, but it was professionally detailed to apply the wrap. And really quick, so Xpel is like the Xpel high performance wrap is on the front bumper, fender, hood. Like there's no line. It's not a clear bra, guys. There's Xpel all the way to here. Hopefully if you can see the edge right here. So it goes all the way. It's here. So if you can see, this is slightly darker than here. And that's not because it's yellowing. I think this is the good quality stuff. That's just because it's, you know, it's a wrap. It's clear. It's not the paint. On the mirror, on the side, all the way back besides the roof, even on the gas tank, if you can see, yeah, see, this is the edge of it, which I actually really hate. I hate seeing it. I hate the fact that I can see it, but it is nice that I can do whatever the heck I want. Oh yeah, see, like dirt is right here. See that? Normally that wouldn't even happen, but it's on. It looks like it was applied pretty well, you know, like under here. Most cars don't have a full Xpel, by the way, and it actually goes all the way back here, which sucks when it gets dirty because you can see that. And then this is regular paint, no Xpel, and I don't believe it's on this light. It is on the headlights though. Yeah, it's not. It stops here. I was actually thinking about taking it off this panel because I don't normally have issues behind here. Like I don't really do burnouts a lot or anything. So even now, like after a road trip, it's barely dirty. So we'll see how I feel about this line going forward. I always get into these projects and don't realize what I get myself into. I mean, this car was dirty before I got it, and then I drove 2,000 miles. So, you know, it's gonna take a while to even just do a regular maintenance wash. I'm using the heavy duty wheel cleaner. There is some buildup back there. The rear actually wasn't so bad, but there is some. I wasn't sure because these wheels are so dirty I was wondering, you know, what type of product to use. Normally I just use this, but I use the heavy duty version, which has the iron deposit remover. So kind of glad I did it. It might as well on the first serious wash. These wheels are actually kind of hard to clean because the spokes go behind here and then there's the lip, so there's a space where my other ones, they just connected kind of in one area, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, there's some parts back there that I honestly haven't gotten that good enough, but these, man, these look so good when they're clean. Guys, as you guys know how I roll, 2-bucket method, top to bottom, 1 bucket's clean, 1 bucket's dirty. I kind of put the camera semi in the garage, hoping that would mask a little bit of the traffic. So hopefully you can hear me okay. The mic on this G7X actually isn't too bad. I definitely put extra soap in here. And to be honest, I'm naturally feeling less scared to mess up the paint because of the Xpel. And we're leaving the garage, so if that helps, sorry. Alright. So since there's Xpel on here, at least to pretty much right here, if I do scratch, which I hope I don't, but if I do, it's self-healing, which means unless the scratch punctures the surface, it'll self-heal and flatten out just with a little bit of heat, whether you apply the heat or just natural heat. Oh man, this thing is so... So I'm still going to keep my procedure, I think, because once you start changing it up, that's when you mess something up, I would say. Because I'll forget and do the back or something. It's getting pretty dark out here, guys. As usual, I'm filming in the frickin' dark. There we go. So, normally the hood I do one side, and then I flip it, and I do the other side. This thing is cool. The snout, she has a big nose, as I say. And it is weird, when you're driving, this actually looks bigger than it is. Like, you sort of peer over it a little bit more than I was realizing. It's kind of funny. I keep getting extra suds on the front to loosen up the bugs. They have been here for several days, although not completely cooking. They were cooking when I was driving. Thankfully, this Xpel, really, really happy it's on here right now. I don't know if I'll think that once it's all cleaned up, driven, and taken care of, but at least for the trip, I really liked having it. And I probably will make a separate video of my thoughts on the Xpel and how to take care of it, my plans, and if I hate it, if I love it, all that good stuff. How's that? Going out of my way. Yeah, these things are like almost ingrained in here, it feels like. I'm really glad I'm not actually scratching the paint. Just use your fingernail. This might take a little while. sort of going like this and then putting the mitt on top of it. All right, I think one or two more of these rinses, dunking it in there and pulling it out so many times. I would be scratching the shit out of this if this was actually on the paint, by the way. You definitely, oh my God. I do have a bug sponge, guys. I don't know where it is though. I'm back, guys. So this is the Sonax bug sponge. Come on, focus, it's so dark. Yeah. Oh, that's so much better. Alright guys, so I'm going to be trying out for the first time, which might be the totally wrong thing to do, is ammo hydrate, which really is a really great drying agent, and it helps sort of reinforce the existing wax or sealant on your car. Of course, as I mentioned, there's nothing on here. And then there's Xpel on the rest, and then there's nothing on the back. So putting this on might be kind of silly on like the rear, but it does have some sort of hydrophobic capabilities. And yeah, so I might as well just use that. And you're supposed to use a wet towel. So what I usually do is dry the windows, or like half-ass dry the windows, you know, to get this side kind of damp. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Doing 5 lines. So we'll see if this is good by itself. It might be, it might not be. I mean, it's not going to hurt it. That's for sure. And then it's sort of leaving a little streak here. So, because I have 5 streaks on the one application, because it's the first time. So, let me just work it in a little. I freaking love this carbon fiber roof, guys. I mean, I might regret it in the summer because I won't have a sunroof. This is my first car with no sunroof. Very first car with no sunroof. But if I were to have no sunroof, definitely would rather have this if I had to pick. So the spec on this is just freaking terrific, if you ask me. It looks streaky to me. I don't know if it's because it's dark and there's lights right on it. So I'm going to use a side with less on it. Yeah, you can feel the contaminants on this, especially with the towel. You can hear it and feel it for sure. This could definitely use something. So, to be honest, I'm not liking the look. I don't know, it's not sitting right. I know with ammo, you sort of have to wait a little. I mean, it feels fine, but... So like I said, I just sort of, you know, that's an M4 out there. You guys can hear that. Definitely doesn't sound as good as this car, but this car honestly is too quiet. I'm actually kind of nervous about how quiet it sounds to me. I feel like my 335 was louder, especially cold start. I mean, this thing is rumbly, definitely rumbly under the seat, under your pants. Gets you rumbly in the pants too sometimes, but yeah, it's kind of weird. It's a weird comparison. So this is the more wet side. I'll just do one because Yeah, of course on white it looks fine. I mean, even under these lights, it's pretty great. Oh, it feels so good. Let's see how this roof is doing. I think it just had to haze over. Yeah. You know, I have a feeling that there was maybe protection on here, which is maybe why the ammo grabbed it and sat on it real quick. And then this took a while. I don't know if the guy just forgot about it or didn't think it needed it or what. Maybe, I have no idea. If you guys are freaking out that I'm kind of using, you know, one towel here, flipping it a lot, but first of all, my reaction now is always going to be, well, there's Xpel on it, so shut up. But the hydrate is so good, and the towel is really clean, so you know that shows that I did a pretty good job washing. And I'll have to do my research on how to take care of Xpel. I know you can put a coating on it, which is self-explanatory. After you put a coating, you just do normal washes. But I don't know, if you don't have a coating, what are you supposed to do? Just what I'm doing now? I'll have to figure that one out. I'm sure I'll figure it out by the time this video is up. So, but if you guys want to chime in, go ahead. Alright guys. Next step, don't forget to do your freaking door jambs. I just got some detail spray here because I feel like hydrate was a waste of using that product in this area. Detail spray will just sort of protect it a little bit, give it a little bit of shine. It smells good. Yeah, it's always funny when someone's like, oh, I just washed my car, it looks great. And then you open the door to get in and it's like a pound of dirt, or you know, it hasn't been touched in years. It's so funny. It literally takes, like, that's it. That's all there was, and that was driven 2,000 miles. And I drove it all week. Oh. Almost made a novice mistake, guys. Don't forget right here. So it takes 30 seconds longer than I said. There we go. Alright guys, actually not last. Still have to do the tires, but I don't always do the outside glass, but it's just filthy, and I'm trying to get a feel for, you know, what's going on with the car, and are there spots, are there streaks, is there, you know, a contaminant, or what's going on. You know, and as I clean this, I don't know if you can hear that, but definitely nothing on this glass. If you can't see it, you can hear it. If you can't hear it, you can probably see it. So I just use a regular waffle weave, and then I follow up with this glass towel. This is a glass towel from the Rag Company. It is a little hard to hold if there's no protection on the glass, but it definitely removes streaks. Just a quick little, yeah. I don't know if that Adams has much of anything in it. Not my favorite glass cleaner. It's kind of expensive for what it is. But this just kind of gets the last dust or streaks off of the glass, you know, the corners and everything, just to give it that perfected look. The rubber definitely needs some care and attention. Jeez, Arizona baby, that's why. And it was garage. Thankfully, it was garage from what the seller said. So that's a good thing, but it's still hot as balls there. At least during the day. Alright guys, finishing up here, just gonna do the wheels last. I'll probably just show you this one, and then I'll give you a quick walk around. So, CarPro Pearl on the wheels, you know, to be honest, it's gonna take at least this wash and at least one more to get the rim and the tire honestly dialed in, like, to, you know, to my standards. You know, I'm seeing areas that I missed, and it's because it was so filthy. Honestly, that's my reasoning. You know, I'm getting cut on time, and I'm so freaking hungry right now too. So I'm starting to rush, which is not smart when you're detailing a car. So I'm gonna try to take it easy on these wheels. And you know, to be honest with you guys, this car is actually in pretty good shape as far as paint condition, because it was professionally detailed underneath the Xpel. And as far as I can see in these lights, that is true. That is the truth. I haven't put a flashlight on it yet. I probably will, just when I'm being super involved. And for those of you guys that are detailers or like to detail or are trying to learn how to detail and paint correct and all that stuff, I will show you. And then we can probably do a really cool comparison of paint condition as far as we see it just with the Xpel, like here or wherever it happens to be. And then on the trunk where there's no Xpel and there's really, as far as I know, there is no protection. So hopefully with a white car, it's very, very difficult, which makes it nice. It makes me sleep a little bit better at night, not having a black car, making it so goddamn difficult to have the paint perfect. But okay, this tire is probably just as shiny as it needs to be. All right, crazy car people. So we are finished here. Just got done with the tires, Car Pro Pearl. I apologize for the lighting. I'm gonna give you a quick walk around anyways. So, to be honest, the result is as good as I would have imagined given driving 2,000 miles and this being a regular maintenance wash. This is not a full detail. As I said, it's gonna take a couple of regular washes to get it dialed to my standards. And this is some stupid, probably temporary license plate thing that was on the inside. So that's on the tinting, which kind of sucks. We'll have to see what's going on there. The roof is looking good. It actually looks kind of weird in this light. It looks kind of crappy, actually. Hopefully it doesn't look like that to you guys, but on camera it looks kind of weird. Maybe back here. Like it looks like there's, like, it's messed up here, but as you go, it's just because of the light. So don't worry about that. Big schnoz. It is nice. The guy had, that's normally an orange reflector. He replaced it with body colored, which is awesome. And black grills. I had black grills in my 335, which is awesome. As I said, these wheels look freaking awesome when they're clean. When they're dirty, they look pretty good too. But as I mentioned, the spoke kind of goes behind it, which really sucks for cleaning. But yeah. And I actually, these are the Continental, they're 265/30 19. Of course they're 19s, I know that. Continental Sport Contact 3. If you guys can see, there's checkers and shit all over this. I hate that look. That's like the corniest, ugliest thing ever. So that kind of sucks. I didn't know that they have them on there, but it doesn't have those little hairs on it. All right, enough about these tires. Don't buy those because it looks ugly. All right, guys, I'm done complaining about the tires now, but this was a regular maintenance wash. As I said, first wash, first maintenance wash after my 2,000 mile road trip from Arizona. I went to the Grand Canyon, went across the states to Ohio. If you didn't already know that, I try to reiterate that. But I have several videos on my trip which are way more exciting than this. If you're into detailing, hopefully this was good. And I'm gonna go into more depth, as I think a lot of you guys really like that stuff, or you know, you don't have to tune in if you don't want, of course. But the trip, you know, I've got sort of, oh, the lighting. On the trip, I got so many good angles. I went to cool places, really cool driving scenes, stuff like that. So it makes it way more entertaining to watch. It's more like a vlog, where this is just like, oh, a full detail type of video. So, you know, stick around for whatever you guys like. But thanks so much for watching. I would say put a comment down about what you want to see on this car, but I'm going to be doing so much, and I have been getting a decent amount of questions of what I want to do, what's on it, all the specs and stuff. I will do a full in-depth spec and current mod list of this car ASAP. I really will. There's a couple car events, or something in like a week that's a really big car event that's I honestly, part of the reason why I cleaned it today, so it'll be nice and looking good for that weekend. But that's gonna do it. Thanks again so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I also appreciate you guys like blowing up Instagram and watching these videos. It's like several thousand views in like a couple of days, when before it was definitely not that. I know it has to do with the content, but I really do appreciate it. If you're watching till the end of this video, you're one of those subscribers, and I appreciate it. So thanks so much for watching, and for the 50th time, thanks so much. And I'll see you guys next time.